Hey everybody, welcome to Biscuits and Backshots. I'm Biscuits.
Nope, I hate this. I don't want to do the podcast
and
anymore.
he's Backshot.
I'm not. I hate this.
Well, how do you think we should start the show?
I just want to start it out like we're talking, because it puts the pressure on me to be funny.
No,
it's
you
like
gotta
the
keep
equivalent of someone being like, hey, tell me a joke to a comedian, and it's like, that's not how it fucking works. This isn't the 80s. You can't just be like, oh, knock knock, or like a priest walks into a bar, ouch, ooh. It's not. It's situational.
Yeah,
and now when we start,
not Don Rickles.
you put a clear start.
You don't just have a bunch of racist jokes ready.
Well,
you
may or may not have a bunch of racist jokes ready, but it doesn't mean that you want to lead with that. It should be in context. We're talking about racism.
Yeah, okay.
In a funny way. Then we can bring up the racist jokes.
Yeah, like, these are all the racist jokes I know, and, you know, how bad is that we all know at least 12 racist jokes?
Yeah, if we were to be like, hey, what's the most racist joke you know?
Boy. Wait, are you asking me, or
sure.
Is this an example?
It was, but now I'm asking you.
I have a pretty anti-Semitic joke that I know.
Alright.
I heard this from David Cross, so you know it's okay. It's a Jewish kid asks his father for $50, and his dad's like, $40? What do you need $30 for?
Yes. Yes. See, I was thinking, oh, yeah, no. Mine's way more racist. Yeah. I mean, I know everyone knows the disabled ones.
Disabled.
What do you call a man with no arms and no legs floating in the ocean?
What?
Bob.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Where do you find a dog with no legs? Right where you left him.
Yeah, those are kind of fun.
Right, so a black guy steals a TV.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make this one up.
No, you're just trying to make your own racist joke on the fly.
I remember
Welcome
hearing
to the
one...
last episode of Biscuits and
I remember hearing
Backshots.
one where it was like, fuck. It's something about, like, a black guy steals a TV. And, like, what do you do? And it was like, shoot him again or something like that.
Yeah, there's two veins of racist jokes. One where it's, like, sort of
like, oh,
mildly poking fun at, like, a stereotype. And then there's the ones where it's like, I just hate these people.
Yeah, there's the like, oh, why did the girlfriend leave you? Leave you for a black guy? Because he's fucking got a bigger dick. First was like, hey, why are black people physically stronger? Because we bred them to be. Like,
oh, God.
Oh,
Eesh.
No, don't.
Yeah. It's not played for laughs.
There should never be a we. That's no.
That's your grandparents specifically.
You don't.
I could tell
involve
because
that.
You're wearing all gray.
Yeah, it's a nice fucking. It's a nice Colonel Sanders outfit you got.
Speaking.
Oh, that's not Colonel Sanders.
That's
You
real.
Really? Oh wow. It's really like white.
Speaking of, you know the term Sic Semper Tyrannis?
No.
It is.
Is that a type of dinosaur?
No, it's a Latin phrase that's falsely attributed to Brutus after he killed Julius Caesar. He didn't actually say this. He just ran away, apparently. Because that's what you do after you murder an emperor, is you quickly run away before anyone sees you. But it's also what John Wilkes Booth said after shooting Lincoln, supposedly. But before that, and it means thus always to tyrants. So basically, like, that's what you get for being a tyrant. And but before it became a Confederate mainstay, it was the motto of the 22nd Regiment of Colored Troops in the Civil War.
See, when you say colored,
that's what it's called. That's
now, are we talking? Okay.
They were black people.
Okay.
Fighting for the Union in the Civil War, and they have a banner. Actually, let me.
See, I was really hoping you were gonna say like they wore like red and blue and green.
No, it wasn't the multicolored
okay.
troops.
That's not. Yeah.
This is the old school.
Colored.
It was the nice way back then.
Hey, what
it's
do you
not
call,
so much now.
I just remembered a racist joke. What do you call pencils made by black people?
What?
Come on. Come on.
Oh, colored pencils.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
See, I really don't like colored though.
Yeah,
it's hard to use that in non like. Oh, do you really mean that?
I mean, unless you're saying out the words of NAACP. It's sort of like, especially in this case, because that's literally what they were called.
What does the N stand for in NAACP?
North.
Okay.
Why?
No, I couldn't remember.
Okay, but take a look at the banner. I'll describe this for the listeners.
Oh, good luck.
It says Semper Tyrannis at the top, and there's a picture of a black Union soldier giving a liver shot with his bayonet to a Confederate soldier who's holding a white flag in his left hand.
That's...
Unable to raise it, because either it's too late or it didn't matter. And I love that. You can get this on a throw pillar. No, he...
Surrendering.
Who cares?
The fucking laws of war.
Nah, fuck him.
Yeah, I know.
But plus, the white flag is on the ground, so perhaps he was about to raise it.
Wait.
But he also has a sword in his other hand raised above his head, so...
Maybe...
I wouldn't trust that white flag anyway.
Maybe... The guy... See, I want to say the colored guy. Because he's part of the colored... What is it? The colored
22nd
troops?
Regiment of U.S.
Yeah, I want to say the colored guy, but I really don't want to say the colored guy.
Yeah, don't do that.
The guy who is part of the... The guy is part of the colored troops.
Yeah. The human man.
Maybe he mistook the white flag, the surrender flag, for like a white pride.
Oh, you know what? There's it's possible.
Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he didn't know the white was surrender. Maybe he was like, oh, you just rub it in our fucking faces, huh?
You know, or maybe he's just drying off his freshly laundered KKK outfit around a flagpole.
Maybe the Confederate soldier had a previous stab wound in that spot and was bleeding out, so he's plugging
with his bayonet
to save his life.
Because he's surrendered and
he's saving him.
Yeah, and for his efforts, it looks like the Confederate troop is raising a sword against him.
In which case, he should just stab deeper.
Yeah, just stab slightly deeper into the liver.
wound. Yeah, hey, I was trying to save you. And
that will knock you out. If you get a puncture in the liver, you will be knocked out.
The sword had been thrown by a man off screen, and he caught it to save.
Because he's come around.
The man who is part of the colored troops.
Yeah. This Confederate clearly doesn't deserve to be war crimed.
Yeah, see, we're missing a lot of context here. There's a lot of context.
I don't care if he did surrender. Fuck him. Traitors all.
Have you seen the people in Red Dead Redemption Online?
What?
Apparently there's people in Red Dead Redemption Online who fucking dress in all white, and that's like a KKK thing.
Right.
Like a white supremacy thing.
Yeah, especially in
and they're
Old
just
West
fucking
times.
Parading around, whatever.
But
there's a group of people who are very, very, very good at that game. Who've decided to be like, you know what? Fuck you guys. And anytime they see someone wearing all white, they'll pull out their fucking old 6-shooter and snipe them in the head from like 400 yards away.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It is very satisfying.
Just John Smitham, is that the dude's name?
It sucks. There is like an unfortunate 1% chance that there's someone out there who started playing that game and was like, oh, cool, this is a really clean outfit. You know, I can get all white. Man, I like white Jordans. You know, like this is, you know.
Accidentally.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, you're a fucking racist. And
a lot of other people are
you're
wearing
just going to
white
assume because I'm wearing all white that I'm racist, and then they see and learn that is exactly the outfit that all the racists wear, and they're like, well, I guess this is just a really unfortunate coincidence.
That's the beauty of video games. Because, like, if you didn't know history, and you saw, like, a Nazi uniform, and you'd be like, wow, look at this cool cosplay. It does look pretty cool. Like, they're snappily dressed. That's the only thing the Nazis had going for them, is they had cool, really bad guy-looking uniforms.
Yeah, they really committed to the... Okay, here's a question, though. Was that the bad guy look before the Nazis? Or did it become the bad guy look because of the Nazis? Chicken or egg?
A little of both. A lot of the cuts of the uniforms were sort of based on the previous German uniforms from World War One. They're very very upstanding and rigid looking shapes. But all the skulls and shit was because they thought they were badass, and they wanted to be like
the
bad
fucking
guys.
Pirates.
Yeah, exactly like pirates. So they sort of knew they were bad guys. So they got it coming.
Yeah.
Get those Nazis hanged, boys. Good and hanged.
So I was watching this video on I can't even remember the exact context of the video, but it was like a history video. I was looking up like American history from other other countries' point of view, because obviously our history is biased and pretty much written by the victors,
we're not going to
etc.
get the full. I mean, there's actually a huge political battle about whether or not we should teach the actual history to people.
Yeah, so I was looking at videos, and one of them was, I believe, World War II from the point of view of Germans.
Oh boy.
And
it must be quite.
It was just interesting to like hear all the different stories of how it went down, because we pretty much only hear about the fucking Omaha Beach,
Normandy
and
Dunkirk.
In that video, the guy started talking about the bias and how things are taught, and apparently in Germany, at least when it comes to World War II, it's like the complete fucking opposite of how it is pretty much anywhere else. Because, you go to any country and it's like, we were the good guys, they were the bad guys.
Right.
In Germany, the way it's taught now is like, we were the bad guys. And we have to remember. So,
it's so important.
Yeah. Apparently, there's been critique of the German history system in schools because they're essentially saying, like, hey, we need to teach about things other than the Holocaust. Because they all, I doubt it's mandatory, but they go on trips to, like, Auschwitz and Dachau and places like that to be like, shame yourselves, this is what we did, this is why everyone hates us, which is all well and good, but, yeah, there's a certain sense of, I think there's a certain hesitation towards German pride.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think there should be hesitation towards any sort of national pride.
Yeah. I think they just mean for like an outward, because if people see like an American being like, oh, America's number one, etc., etc., it's like, okay, yeah, fucking whatever, that's the American way. Super national. I mean, not nationalistic, patriotic.
Yeah.
Right. Very important distinction. America is not nationalistic.
No. What? No, when would that have happened?
You see that, and it's like, okay, yeah, Captain America over here with his fucking cargo shorts and his UFC t-shirt.
They promote their countries sort of like, it's okay if you promote it like it's your baseball team.
Yeah. But if if we were to see someone who's from Germany and they were like, speaking fucking German, like anyone speaking German already, there's that part of us that's like,
let's see.
Let's see. How aggressively German is this guy? How deep do these roots go?
Yeah, like if I think for a German, if you're patriotic enough that you begin to raise your voice about it, that's when it should stop. Like right up to that point.
Well, see, the tricky part of that is Germans their voices are always raised.
Just always spitting angry. I do wonder.
Dude, when I went to Germany, to go back a small step, there were signs everywhere, like billboards and shit, saying, well, I was in a town called Weiden. There were signs everywhere saying, no Nazis in Weiden. No, we do not allow Nazis in Weiden. You do not accept. They are very much trying to break that stigma.
Yeah.
But no, when I was in Germany, I was hanging out with my buddy and his little brother, and they started talking to each other, and honest to God, could not tell if they were arguing or just talking about. Like, and I know that's like a running joke, but I couldn't. I honestly couldn't tell if they were excited or angry.
Yeah.
Very difficult to tell.
A lot of it comes down to like the speed at which you
I guess like the pressure on certain words.
And that's why it's important that, you know, a lot of Germans have the forehead vein. So that's how you know.
Yep.
I'd be interested to see how they teach the history of World War II in Japan.
Ooh.
Because they were not much better than the Nazis. And in fact, a lot of ways, they were very fucked up as well. And I know there's still animosity between them and Korea, but there's still a huge amount of like nationalism and like they still have an emperor, and there's like, you know, big Japanese thinkers, authors that they get taught in schools that were like super into the empire, and it kind of seems like they don't have enough of the like, hey, we were the bad guys. And I think part of the reason is because we nuked them.
Well, I mean,
for a bit at the end, we were the bad guys.
Of America having stories of we're the bad guys.
I mean, there's
like it's hard. Like, you have to think.
I mean, we slaughtered a bunch of Indians. I mean, just of the things I was taught in school, were internment camps, the Trail of Tears, how Andrew Jackson was basically slaughtering Indians for fun after the war was over and the peace treaties had been signed, and he knew full well that the war was over, but he continued fighting the war. And then when this wasn't in school, but I did find out about the fucking the bombing of Black Wall Street. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, there was this, I forget the town. I should know the town. I think it's like Tulsa or something. Anyway, there was a community of black people, and they started doing quite well financially.
This doesn't sound like it's gonna have a good.
No, it won't. Essentially,
they
what
were doing quite well.
Is that people, like white people, were scared, and they started like really harassing them. They went to the cops. Cops didn't do anything, but they continued and were still successful. And eventually, it ended with the fucking, I think it was the National Guard literally bombing the black community, rather than, you know, enforce the laws and rights for which they have. So that's one thing that happened. And that was like after the Civil War too, like quite a bit after. So
it's wild to contemplate the difference.
Oh, Vietnam too. Sorry. I forgot about Vietnam.
But like Vietnam, yeah, that is true. I feel like if they could, they would brush Vietnam under the wall.
Oh yeah.
It's not like remember this bad thing we did, like the Germans are teaching about the Nazis. It's like we cannot fucking avoid this.
Yeah, no.
Everyone wanted that to stop.
So rather than
we were the bad guys.
Rather than trying to brush it under the rug, now they're sort of going the way of saying like, that's the one we fucked up that time. But that's the only one. Yeah, just the only time we burned down villages and invaded a country that didn't need or want us there based on fake information that we made just because we wanted to fight communism to support the global corporate power.
I just think, like, we still have movies and TV shows. Like, everyone knows the fucking, okay, everyone except for me knows the, what do you think of when you hear that? It's fucking choppers flying over Vietnam. Yeah. You know?
Oh yeah.
So we still have movies and TV shows that are like, I'm just gonna straight up say glorifying that shit. Yeah. You know, like, oh yeah, just a group of boys. You know, they got the ace of spades in their helmet, just smoking fucking cigarettes and trying not to die. You know, there's all kinds of booby traps and shit. Yeah. And that's. I would wager to say that is glorifying being the bad guy. And imagine if they had fucking movies in Germany where they were like, yeah, Nazis were bad, but like, look at the cool shit they did. You know, like, whoa, that would not fly.
No. And I think part of the reason is because a lot of the shit that Americans, you know, felt bad about for Vietnam during and afterwards was the effect it had on Americans. So to a lot of people who didn't, you know, ever listen to the details or watch any of the footage or see the necklaces of ears, you know, they'll hear about, you know, people coming back like, oh man, we shouldn't have been there. It was like we were the bad guys against ourselves, so it's less. I mean, even in like Rambo, that's exactly what happens. Is that, you know, he's sort of betrayed by his country, and then he becomes a one-man army against it. But what actually be happening is nobody won. The Vietnamese beat us pretty handily.
In a borderline embarrassing fashion.
Yeah.
If we're talking about like sheer number of troops, like they outplayed the shit out of America.
Yeah. In the same sort of way that we beat Britain in the Revolutionary War as well. You'd think we would have learned, you know.
Oh.
It's only a couple hundred years.
This is what that feels like.
Right.
This kind of sucks, man.
And then, afterwards, we were like, oh, that sucked. And then everyone's like, yeah, we shouldn't do that again. Meanwhile, at the very same time, we are doing it again in Korea. Although that was more justified because the Koreans actually did want us there. And for good reason, because the communist Koreans were fucking nutso crackers.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if you knew about
they have
this.
some decent... Now, I don't know much about North Korea, but I feel like they got some decent policies in action.
And then the sort of reverse...
That one guy's got a pretty good life.
Yeah, the one
one
guy. And the people who...
And his father before him. They seem to do pretty well.
Yeah. Not his brother, though, oddly enough.
Strange.
Go to Disneyland one time and you're murdered. I mean, that's rough.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate reality of Disneyland.
Yeah, we don't like to address it.
Yep, see, that's another thing we brush under the rug. You guys may not know about this.
You go to Disneyland once, even once.
One time, yep.
And
I got invited to Disneyland, and I never talked to that person again.
You'll be smoked by North Korean assets who believe they're doing a prank show. Did you hear about that?
No.
I think it was Kim Jong's brother that they did this to. It might have just been a regular dissident. But dude's at the airport, and well, end of the story, Tarantino he gets fucking a rag held up to his face, and it's poisoned, like it's big poisoned, and then the people who did it run away.
Poisoned or ethered?
Poison.
Okay.
It's a breathing poison, and they got him good.
I feel like any
nobody
poison
could do
be
anything.
A breathing poison if you breathe it in.
That's true.
That would just
Water
be like
is
a
breathing
drowning poison.
But
do you know water is poisonous if you breathe it in?
Going back in time,
Poisonous,
though,
toxic.
the people who poisoned this guy weren't North Koreans. They were like an Indian and a
daughter feather.
Jesus.
I had to. It's bringing it back to the beginning, you know.
I think the other one might have been Vietnamese or like Laotian, southeastern Asia. Long story short, they were just people who answered a Craigslist ad from what appeared to be a Chinese TV company who were doing pranks at an airport.
Is this like actually Craigslist?
No, it's some other website. They don't have Craigslist over there, I don't think.
Well, fuck, I don't know.
Long story short, they do it, and they're like, all right, now the cameras are going to come out. Cameras didn't come out. The people who were dressed as the TV crew left on a plane to China to be snuck back into North Korea. And they were wanted for murder after that. But they did eventually go off scot-free because I guess they just believed them, or there was just enough evidence that they were gooned into doing a murder. But Yeah. That's how North Korea does it. To anyone who goes to Disneyland.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
Be so careful. You gotta wear your hoodie with the infrared lights on it, so you can't be seen by night vision cameras. You gotta wear your hat that drops down juggalo makeup onto your face, so facial recognition doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta cover all the bases. You gotta get a VPN. You gotta
You got it on your phone.
You gotta get a VPN on your VPN.
Yeah, you gotta buy a burner phone. Walkie talkies only.
Man, have you seen the new Dispos nowadays?
No.
They have disposable smartphones now.
Oh yeah, I actually have. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild.
I don't think. I think I went to because I had to buy a smartphone, a new phone. I've had to do it a couple times. I mean, you know how many fucking phones I've had.
Yeah, I have two.
Which is surprising considering I have like really never broken a phone. I just always run into circumstances where I need a new one. As sketchy as that sounds. But no,
going to Disneyland a lot.
Yeah, I go to Disneyland a lot. I had a friend who went to Disneyland and didn't get a burner phone.
Oh my god.
Had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But no, I'm pretty sure from what I remember looking at the disposable phones, there's like one that isn't a smartphone. To some degree, you know. Like a flip phone. And of course it's always the ones that are fucking camo and they got, like, you could throw this off the Eiffel Tower and it'll survive.
Yeah.
Don't do that though, because you'll kill someone. Like,
yeah, don't toss your Nokia.
Don't fucking throw your phone out of a plane.
In fact, don't throw a Nokia at all, because that's a brick.
Dude, I saw a
Goes straight
picture
through a
of
lead
someone.
wall.
Someone had like torn up some concrete, and there was a Nokia inside of it. Still functional.
No way.
No, I'm lying. Actually, it was a picture, so like, fuck if I know. Maybe you made a phone call.
Maybe you just needed a charge.
Yeah, just gotta chip away a spot near the charging port, find a fucking charger
Yeah.
for a Nokia. Good luck.
DC-12? What is this?
Yeah, it's one of the circle ones. What the hell?
I miss those circles.
This
man.
needs a fucking RGB cable? What?
You can hook it up to your Game Boy camera. I had an idea for a bit. You wanna do it?
Fuck, that's
It's
maybe.
It's so
maybe.
bad.
It's gotta feel natural.
Well, this will be the opposite of natural, I'm afraid, because my bit was I looked up weird conversation starters.
Why did you look that up?
I thought it'd be fun. I thought I'd find really shitty ones, and to be honest, I wasn't disappointed.
You walk up and you're like, so a black guy walks.
What do you do?
That is a weird conversation.
A black guy walks by. What do you do?
What do you do?
A, leave him alone. He's a person.
B, get angry at me for starting a conversation like this.
Okay, here's one of those conversation starters. This is on thoughtcatalog.com, so...
.net.
.geocities.
.gov.
What's your favorite form of potato? This is a conversation starter.
What the fuck?
And a lot of these, there's
Hold
like...
on. Hold on. I'm opening up Tinder. This is messed up. Alright, who have I not messaged?
Is this gonna be your icebreaker now?
Alright, Demi. What's your
He's actually doing it, folks.
favorite
form?
I was gonna say type.
No, it's form. Oh Christ, my phone is
I'm
not happy with
I'm
me.
gonna copy and paste this a few times. Come on. Don't make me actually type this out. Okay, I'm gonna have to physically type this out. Alright, I'm gonna send it to 3 people. What's your favorite? I really don't like that it's form.
Yeah, no. A lot of these are really bad. Some of them are just sort of milquetoast, and some of them are actually kind of good. But some of them have like a one-word answer, which is not a conversation starter. Like, how much ice do you put in your cups?
What?
Yeah. That's
How are
one
you
of them.
supposed to answer that?
I mean, there's only one way, which is the proper amount of ice that we all know exactly
None.
what it is.
0.
None? Really?
No ice.
Yeah. You don't put ice?
No.
Yeah.
Ice is a waste of space, man.
I put a varying level of ice. Like, if I can't get refills, maybe I'll put some ice in one layer on the bottom.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
no.
there's a line on the cup that says where you should put the ice to.
My,
if you get free refills, you might as well do that.
My mom's husband actually was giving my mom shit. I was there, which makes this even better. He was giving my mom shit for not having a job.
What?
No, he was giving get a fucking job. No, he was giving my mom shit because she didn't like ice in her drinks. He was like, what is that, a fucking Canadian thing? And I was like, yeah, I actually also don't like ice in my drinks. Really, up in Canada, no one really gets ice. And if you do, it's like a little bit. It blew me away.
It's a little bit.
Made me angry when I came here.
And you go to Sonic,
you
and
go
it's just ice.
You go anywhere, and they're like, you want a drink? And they fill it up to the fucking brim with ice, and then they're like, just make sure it's cold. And I'm like, I'm not gonna save this for tomorrow.
You're making sure it's a water.
We're not outside in Arizona. Like, what the fuck? You're just jipping me and stuff. Like, what is this? If I got water and I was outside in Tucson, maybe I'd be okay with it being full of fucking ice, but I would still be frustrated that it would fucking tickle my lip with too cold when I take a sip, or it all freezes together into a block, you know, and then you go to take a sip and it fucking slides down and breaks your nose, like
and your teeth.
Yeah, dude, shatters your teeth. Like, why? Y'all fucking masochists.
You know, if this soda comes out cold, I don't get ice.
I drink warm soda.
Really?
You get no problem with it.
Yeah,
you get more flavor.
Too. I don't know. I don't get.
It was the same thing when I went to Germany.
Really?
Yeah, it was like pretty much every drink is room temperature. That's why, you know, in America it's like, oh, they drink fucking warm beer in Germany, blah, blah, blah. And then the Germans are like, yeah, because we don't have to hide the fucking flavor. Like, when I was in Germany, the first beer I had was Weidner. It was local beer from there, and it was cheap as fuck, and it was like a 40. All of their beers, like the smallest beer you can get is a 40 in a bottle. God, and I took a sip and was like, oh my god, I don't even really like beer, and this is delicious. And I came back here, and you go to Twin Peaks, and they're like, oh, our beer's kept at fucking 32 degrees.
Yeah,
you know?
Being cold is like a selling point for beer, which makes zero sense.
Like Coors.
Yeah.
It's all about the fucking ice cold Rockies.
It's always cold. If we find out that you've let a Coors Light get warm, or even room temperature, we will fucking kill you.
Like what? It's honest to God, it's to hide the flavor, because everyone knows how disgusting Keystone and Coors and fucking like.
Although ironically, Keystone, I don't think I've ever had a cold Keystone.
Yeah, that's actually.
We get it warm.
Maybe it's really good. Yeah, maybe it's really good. No, I've only ever, I'm pretty sure, drank. Yeah, I don't think. Have I ever drank Keystone not out of a Solo cup?
I mean, we used to get like the cube of Keystone or Natty Ice, but we would not put any in the fridge.
Yeah, no, you just fucking rip the top open.
Yeah. And then
rip it open like a fucking pineapple.
Because it's not for taste. And I think that's the key with American.
Yeah, it's to get drunk. It's about the effect.
Yeah.
Unless you go to a brewery and then, you know, it's all mustaches.
We drink soda here to be refreshed. We don't drink it because it tastes good.
Yeah,
we don't even taste soda anymore. We don't taste any
soda?
Yeah. Or beer.
Yeah, beer is the one for me. Where
I guess to some people they drink beer to be refreshed as well, but that seems like a slippery
slope.
Like,
you can't tell me that. Like, motherfuckers could not tell me that if it was a hot ass day and you're sitting by the pool,
I want a beer,
and you had a fucking non-alcoholic beer and lemonade.
Yeah,
and you weren't allergic to fucking lemons, you wouldn't choose the lemonade. Like, you know, that's the non-alcoholic beer is a laughing point here, because it's like, yeah, why would you?
Yeah,
you drink it for the effect, not for the flavor. You're essentially just picking the most tolerable alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily your preferred taste out of all of them.
Yeah. And then they have alcoholic lemonade for cashing in on that exact thing.
Honestly, that's genius.
Yeah. That's
Mike's
a good
Hard
idea.
Lemonades, dude, that shit. That
But even
nail
then,
on the head.
I feel like
That's
any
a summer
amount
drink
of
right there.
alcohol makes it far less refreshing than any other kind of drink.
Yeah, unless your idea of being refreshed is
It's
getting
feeding
drunk.
your terrible addiction, yeah.
Like, man, my everything hurts. I could really go for a lemonade.
Oh my! Let's go back to these conversation starters because that one surprisingly worked, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I could really start. I could have a conversation about.
Yeah, well,
fucking
here's the
eggs.
thing: is that some of these are absolute conversation enders.
Oh, give me an ender.
Yeah, if you could erase one memory from your life, what memory would it be?
Oh my
Person I've just met.
God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, I guess it would be the traumatic death of my mother.
Well, I mean, you could, like, okay, I can roll with that, though. I could roll with that. I could kind of, like, non-answer that.
Yeah,
I
because...
could say, like, well, I don't know if I would necessarily erase any moment from my life because all of the moments in my life shaped me to be who I am.
Oh,
and then
really?
I could counter that myself saying, but I don't really feel like I don't really personally feel perfect. So, like, there's probably some things that affected me in a negative way that I could do without. What were those memories?
Yeah, I feel like I have enough memories that cause me to physically cringe and for a moment completely give up whenever I remember them. I could do without one or two of those.
All right, I will tell my memory that I wish I could forget.
Wait, no, we're
You
not
tell me
supposed to
yours.
actually do it. We're making fun of it.
Okay.
What is it?
I'm not going to say mine first.
Well,
Mine's
no,
bad.
I will not tell any of the memories I'd want to forget on record. They're too bad. I don't even like thinking about them.
Yeah, what's your other one, man? That one fucking sucks.
See, there's a lot of those where it's like, why would you ask anyone that unless you're like completely comfortable with them already? In which
Even
case you don't
still,
need,
like,
you
we've
don't
known
need
each other for
conversations.
fucking,
yeah,
like,
no.
16, 17 years.
Yeah,
And that's still, like, why would we want to talk about that?
I don't.
That's like a late, like, if you're fucking already talking about something and it comes up and is pertinent
Yeah.
and you feel comfortable sharing it in that moment, maybe. But not to start.
Yeah, no. And I feel like even then, if it came up in a conversation, I remembered one of the awful things I've said or done that makes me cringe and embarrassment. I would be like about to say it, and then I'd remember it, and I'd be like, oh, and then there's like a 60-40, 40 being the chance that I actually explain what just happened to me. Because I don't know. There's a reason that those memories fit the bill.
Yeah.
Because they didn't add anything. They only
It was
detract.
only bad. Alright, what else you got?
Some of these are boring. Some of them are, when did you last cry in front of another person?
What the fuck?
By yourself? Oh, this one's good.
What?
This one is surprisingly combative.
Ooh, okay.
Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? / or immediately followed by, why haven't you done it?
What's not even, because I feel like what's holding you back is more of like a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Why haven't you done it? Like, why?
You
It's
should have.
very accusatory.
Yeah. You're
What's
wasting
something
time.
I've wanted to do for a long time, but haven't? Gone to Switzerland. Why haven't
you done it?
Because it's very far away and expensive to get to.
That's actually sort of the answer to my follow-up question, because the thing
Feasibility is...
feasibility is gonna be the fucking...
It's not like, I'm scared, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I don't have an
motherfucker,
emotional block,
I flew
I'm
to Germany
broke.
one way. I take a solo trip to St. Thomas. Like, I'm not worried about fucking... I'm a 6'3" white male.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
not
go
too
anywhere.
worried about fucking traveling to other places, except for places where they don't like 6'3" white men.
Yeah, there's a few of those.
Yeah, there's a few.
And then the one right before that was, what is your Hogwarts house?
I already know. Do you know the answer to yours?
Yeah, Ravenclaw.
Really?
Yeah, big time.
You know, I took a quiz.
BuzzFeed quiz.
I
This is what we've
honestly
become.
wouldn't be surprised if it was a fucking BuzzFeed quiz. Might have been College Humor or something like
Huffington
that.
Post.
Yeah. But no, I took a quiz, and it was like 400 questions. I'm totally kidding. It was probably like 10.
I was gonna say that's in depth.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was in person. It was in
What's
an
your
office.
Hogwarts house, and what does it mean for your mental health?
Yeah. Then I answered it, and it was like Slytherin, and you're bipolar. Like,
Oh shit!
Whoa!
That explains a lot.
Holy shit! I should have taken this quiz earlier. But no, when I took the quiz, it said Slytherin, and I was like,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
because my thought process was it said Slytherin, and I was like, yeah, and then I thought to myself, if any of the other three houses saw Slytherin, they'd be like, no, absolutely not. So the fact that I was like, just not immediately repulsed by the idea, I was like, yeah, that's
But
correct.
You'd probably be one of the non-racist Slytherins, though.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of being a Slytherin because it allows you a certain sense of like, well, yeah, he's Slytherin. You know?
It makes sense.
Like, you can do bad shit, and it's like, well, yeah, he's a bad guy.
That's
Right
like,
off the bat, you know, the Sorting Hat said that he's allowed to steal, and we just shake our heads. Like, you know, if a motherfucker from Gryffindor did anything wrong,
Yeah.
he'd be shunned into non-existence.
That's
But you
another
do something
thing
in
is that
Slytherin, and they're
it's
like,
kind
oh,
of
mad
fucked up
props. You
that-
stole a sword? Hell yeah.
Is Slytherin like, does the Sorting Hat like look in your head and is like racist Slytherin? Definitely, because
See-
were there any people in like the KKK or whatever it was called in Harry Potter? What was it called? The hate group.
I have no idea.
Voldemort's boys.
That was it, I think.
The Proud Boys.
Definitely Voldemort. The Voldemort boys.
Voldemort boys. Because was there anyone in that group that wasn't fucking Slytherin or related to someone in Slytherin?
You see, now we're talking like if all A's are B's. and
Yeah.
All B's are C's,
Well, I'm not
or
saying all
A's, C's.
Slytherins are racist, but all racists are Slytherin. Seemingly.
Yeah, that doesn't mean all Slytherins are racist, though.
No,
Because
no.
I would wager to say, counterpoint, let's be realistic here, like, usually the highest performing and most, la-di-da members of society, if we're, like, going back, were the racist ones.
Yeah.
You
well,
know?
it's also sort of like a lineage thing.
So think about
Like
it
on top of being the rich people, they're getting that hate passed
I would
down
wager
them.
to say that Gryffindor would be for the racists. Of course, they're not going to be outwardly racist,
And just
but
sort of
you know,
polite
inwardly,
racism.
like
Sort of get out racism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas Slytherins, there may be well, I think we've already
Yeah, guaranteed.
deduced that there are racist Slytherins, but I feel like if Slytherins were racist, they would be outward about it.
Yeah,
Is that
more
better?
confrontational. I don't know. I don't think so. That's why I like Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I just
Ain't no
feel
racist
like, oh
in
no,
Ravenclaw.
I feel like Ravenclaw and Huffington.
Huffington Post.
I feel like Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff are kind of like out of this
Yeah.
particular, because it's like Gryffindor good guys, Slytherin bad guys. Like if we're just gonna
Yeah, see, Gryffindor is
simplify.
like the sort of, the lawful
lawful good.
good. They're like the confrontational good guys, and Slytherin, they're like the
Chaotic
confrontational bad guys, and then Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff are non-confrontational. They're more subversive.
What would you say the difference? Because I know that like he's like, oh, I'm Hufflepuff
Mm.
through and through. I actually know a few. I would
Oh.
say people, but it's girls who say that they're, let's be realistic here, say that they're Hufflepuff. I don't know if I've ever met anyone who said that they're a Ravenclaw, which makes me think, because I don't remember much about the books.
Well, let me
what's
break
the
it down
difference
for
between
you.
Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff?
Well, let's just go through all of them. Gryffindor, they're supposed to be, proud and brave.
Proud and noble, the lion.
Slytherin, sort of like, upstanding and
Slytherin.
And,
Upstanding?
Not upstanding. What's the fucking word? It's also sort of pride. I forget the exact term, but it was sort of like stately, sort of regal kind of thing.
Okay.
And then, like, fucking rich. They're rich.
Yeah.
They're all rich. And then Ravenclaw is supposed to be, like, clever, maybe a bit mischievous. And then Hufflepuff is for derfs.
Yeah, the derpy nerds.
The derpy nerds.
Yeah.
The sort of a little chubby.
Yeah, I guess if we're to bring up like financials, I would imagine Gryffindor has rich parents.
Yeah.
Slytherin used
Rich grandparents.
not necessarily the most moral means to amass their
they
fortune.
had diamond mines.
They're the capitalists.
Yeah. Gryffindor's sort of the nouveau rich. Slytherin is like the old rich. Ravenclaw.
I'd wager to say Slytherin is the
upper
new
middle
rich.
class, sort of bourgeoisie.
Gryffindor's the old rich.
Hufflepuff, working class. Most people get in Hufflepuff. That's something you don't know. 80% of Hogwarts. Actually, no. Hogwarts is a private school, so it's probably about even. Hufflepuff are
I
the
imagine if they
bust in.
if they take the Sorting Hat and then they start getting too many Hufflepuffs. If they do, and if someone else comes in and they're like, Sorting Hat's like Hufflepuff, they're like, you're out. We got to maintain diversity here at Hogwarts.
Well, they can't.
We got to have a black guy, an Asian woman, a white man, and a lesbian couple.
But no
in every
transgender,
picture.
Unfortunately, in Hogwarts.
You got to have the one transgender person.
Well,
for the photos.
They have to be literally transgender.
Oh, I don't like transgendered for the photos. I just realized.
Oh no, they do have people that can switch.
I guess
genders
you can
in that book even.
So that theoretically anyone could switch genders, right?
Yeah, which is kind of an interesting thing, considering.
Yeah, how would that?
How'd she?
Okay, so like long shot.
Yeah.
Did you see that episode of, I think it was Black Mirror, where the two buddies are playing this VR video game where you are the character. It's a fighting game like Street Fighter sort of thing. And one of the guys is just this fighter dude, and the other guy picks this female character. And they're fighting, and then in the game they do the fucking, oh, we're wrestling, oh no, I've landed on top of you in a push-up position, and we're staring into each other's eyes, how uncomfortable. And then they start fucking making out, and then they end up having sex, and then they realize oh shit, you're Jeff. Oh no. And then it gets really awkward, but and then at the end it's oh, should we be gay? What does this mean? But that would be a lot fucking easier if the guy who's playing the girl was just yeah, boop, I'm a fucking uwu girl, here you go.
Yeah.
For you. And then they could change it up, the next weekend the guy's the girl and the girl's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's the guy and the guy's the girl.
And that would make things a lot less complicated with that whole conversation, I think.
I imagine it would
if you
probably
could just zip,
It would probably ease up a lot of the misunderstandings between the male brain and the female brain. That there seems to, there's always that
oh yeah, I feel like it'd
that
be
disconnect.
It would be good, and this is
be yeah, periods do suck. Wow. This
surprising.
Wow, childbirth fucking blows chunks.
Everyone has to give birth to one child.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that might be a good, you take all these people that are, super sexist, and you bibbity boppity boo turn them into a woman.
Force the spell on them.
Yeah, you chemically castrate them as well, and then
temporarily.
Yeah, and then you just send them out into the street and fucking.
This is what it's like.
In Atlanta or Birmingham or anywhere in Mississippi, and then they just have to be a woman for a month.
Yeah.
And then after they're done, you'd be like, hey, how was that? And they'd be like, that was terrible. And you're like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, see, I imagine if it was in a situation where everyone could switch genders all the time, I wouldn't be surprised if you just happened to end up with an all-male Hogwarts. Because, like, we don't have to deal with periods. We don't have to deal with fucking childbirth. Like, honestly, I feel like we've got it pretty fucking set.
Then again, there may be a lot more ball danger in a place like Hogwarts, where there's just a room with a troll in it. There's living trees.
I'm curious as to what you mean by ball danger.
Ball danger. Danger to the balls.
Hey, just switch yourself to a girl if you see something coming for your nuts.
Woo! That was close.
Back we go.
Is it?
Because I feel like it could either go that way or the other way. Because, like, I guess if you're in Hogwarts, you don't necessarily, and if it was like an all-female society, you wouldn't necessarily have to worry about there being a patriarchy of any kind. Because, like, if everyone was a woman, then, like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Or everyone's just switch
I would wager to
randies.
say, objectively, women are more physically attractive than men. So, like, if I was going to have my fucking pick...
Objectively.
Like, I would say, personally, objectively, women are more attractive than men. Yeah. Like, so, if I had the choice between being in a gay relationship, like, well, they're both gay relationships, but, like, in a male and male gay relationship, or a female and female relationship, absolutely, because you could open up to each other about. There's none of that, like, oh, well, maybe this is why I'm uncomfortable talking about my feelings. Like, women fucking talk to each other about all kinds of shit.
I imagine in a world where there's just, even if it's only been 20 years since everyone's gained the ability to switch genders at will, I think a lot of the sort of, gender sort of stereotypes or roles, like traditional roles, would disappear.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone would at least do it once. Try it out. See what's going down. Who wouldn't? It's a superpower.
Oh, absolutely. Feel boobs.
Yeah.
On your own person.
And to be honest...
Because I've totally felt boobs in real life.
Oh, yeah.
I know what that's like.
They're soft.
Yeah, Yep, I've definitely...
They are soft.
But, like, it'd be cool to be able to feel boobs, on yourself. But then again, it would kind of... I feel like it might, like, ruin the novelty.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like having boobs wouldn't be as fun as seeing.
No, certainly not.
Because it'd be another sort of obstruction.
Yeah, and I guess you wouldn't have to really worry about bras, because I've only heard bad things about bras.
Well, you get the right kind of sports bra here. It's okay.
Compared to nothing?
Yeah.
No bra?
Yeah.
Sports bra better than no bra?
Yeah.
That's a bold claim. Unless you're in a fucking marathon and you don't want to get your nipples chafed.
Well, that's part of the thing, is you don't want them bouncing around everywhere. It'll hurt.
Maybe you
do.
do.
Stretch out your skin.
Well, yeah, if you're running.
Yeah.
I imagine...
Or climbing.
Like, there'd be certain scenarios where they might... Well, I'm thinking about, like, there might be certain scenarios where they're like, I need to be a man for this.
Yeah.
This thing that I'm doing.
Getting a loan from a bank. Well, no. Once again, that wouldn't exist in this
because you don't
world.
have the gender stereotypes.
Yeah.
You ain't got no patriarchy, no nothing.
You want to be a man. What purpose? What would you need to be a man for?
I keep...
Climbing. And if you're about to ride a horse, you change over to woman.
Yeah, there ain't nobody want to be a fucking man riding a horse.
No.
If you had a choice...
No fucking thank you.
No. Yeah, I think I personally, objectively think that it would turn into an all-female society.
And then you just switch around for procreative purposes.
Yeah, because, like, think about, like,
or
all
to match
the examples
preferences
we have.
Of the partner you have at the time.
Like, think about the examples we have currently, either in real life or, fantasy, let's say, of, like, an all-male society versus an all-female society.
Yeah, one of them.
Which one's gonna fucking destroy itself faster? I wonder.
Yeah. Yeah. At least with our current paradigm, we just don't know how the paradigm would shift if we ourselves could shift, or if everyone could switch. So I feel like there'd be a lot of at least for 10 years, and I know I'd be part of this, there'd be a lot of sneaking around and a lot of deceit. Because, you know...
Would it be deceitful if everyone could do it?
Well, no, because, I mean, you could pretend to be two different people. And one of them could be, say, a cat burglar.
Okay, see, this is like... Now we're getting into, like, when you switch, do you look like you still?
Yeah, I think it must be
Just
that
with
there's
more
one...
feminine or masculine
There's one woman
features.
you are and one man you are. Is there a middle ground? Because there are middle grounds. I actually looked this up today. You ever heard of intersex variations?
Mm-mm.
It's people, you know, are born, you know, somewhere in the middle. Like, someone with a micro penis is considered an intersex variation. And there's people with penis clit who are also an intersex variation. There's like 30 different types, standard types.
Ever since the fucking classical era, we're just so fascinated and obsessed with classifying everything.
Yeah.
And all the different types of swords and shit.
Yeah,
when back in the day, they were like, no, it's a sword.
This is a sword.
This is a curved sword.
This is a rapier. What's that mean? Sword.
Skinny sword. Yeah. Okay, so like thinking about, I feel like there's two ways to go about this with the gender swapping.
Mm-hmm.
Either you can swap, like both of them you can swap at will.
Mm-hmm.
Either you have a male version and a female version, and you are all like, everyone recognizes.
Yeah, you have
just
more
like
or
if
less.
you put on a fucking hat, people aren't gonna be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, well, or it's like the TikTok filter.
Yeah,
You looks like you basically.
yeah.
Still. People get better at
Alternatively,
recognizing
option
it.
number 2, you look the exact same, but with different genitals.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
That isn't even good for trans people.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Oh no.
Because that would be a scenario where I feel
like I could pull that off. I feel like I got a good chin for that.
if you shaved,
I just look like a slightly
and cleaned
strong
up.
woman.
yeah. See, I imagine that would open up a scenario where like women would be at an advantage because, like I said, personally, objectively, women are more attractive in general.
Yeah, if you Mulan a woman,
yeah, like
it'll
like
look
they're good.
like a
Yeah,
pretty man.
like a pretty man.
Yeah.
If you turn a man into a woman, it's gonna look like an ugly woman. You know?
Sometimes, unless it's a pretty man.
There was that, yeah, like that fucking video of the dude who was like,
Who's got
Gotcha.
like yeah.
"You're gay."
You're gay now.
Yeah, you just gotta have really pretty eyes.
It's a pretty man.
Yeah, a man with pretty eyes, a small brow and cheekbones, and a slight jaw.
Mm-hmm. Then again, there are women that sort of look manly-ish. They
Yeah,
could
but I
probably
mean,
pull
if
it
we're
off.
talking about like generalities.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah.
Sweeping generalizations.
Sweeping generalizations.
Absolutely, all encompassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, be neat though. All right, I think.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
solved that one.
We did it.
Whatever
yeah,
we were
fixed
answering.
it.
What house are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like these only work on us. But to wrap it up, since we're almost at an hour here,
Yeah,
I'm just
we're
gonna
going
do
on.
one more. Man, one of these I already know what your answer is gonna be, and I don't want to hear it again. It was what was the best water you ever drank? In St. Thomas. It's just super clear water.
That, I don't know if that was necessarily the best water.
Yeah, well, either way, I don't want to hear the
Yeah,
answer.
that's kind of boring. Yeah.
Oh my god, one of these is what is the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh, that's a cool one.
It could be. It could also be quite a bad one.
No, I'm totally down for scariest thing. I don't even have an example on the top of my head, but I feel like that would be interesting.
Like, I could tell you the second scariest thing that happened to me.
Okay. Why can't you tell me the first?
Because it's just very traumatic.
Oh, see, I'm talking about like spooky scary,
Oh,
not
spooky.
like, oh, fuck. You know. Mine might be an oh, fuck, but
Well, mine was going to be no fuck. If we're talking about spooky...
I'll tell you mine.
Okay, go
And
ahead.
then you can base it off. But I have to think of it first. What's the most scared? I'm not scared very often. I would say...
Ooh, wait, I know what mine's going to be. Can I go first?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, so when I was, like 8 or so, I came back to my house, and I was always the first person to get back to my house from elementary school. It was carpooled. I opened the fucking garage door. It had the code. And behind my garage door was like the mud room. And there's a door into the mud room.
Is it all just mud?
Yeah, it's just wall-to-wall mud.
Cool.
And then there's... for some reason, they put the washer and dryer in there. But they're useless.
Everything just gets fucking dirty and muddy.
It just got super muddy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
endless cycle of washing and drying in that room.
So there's the washer and the dryer, and then there's another door that goes into the living room. I went into the mud room, closed that door. I opened the door into the living room. I took a step inside. Door's not moving, by the way. The door is static at this point. And then I hear this exact noise. Like that. It was like a...
Like an ogre.
Yeah.
Like an orc.
Like a fucking demon growl. And I immediately turned around, ran out of the house, left the garage door open, and then I was like walking, like crying, just a little kid in the neighborhood. I'm like walking away from my house, like I can never go back. I'm homeless now.
That's it.
It's fucking terrifying. I never found out what that fucking shit was. And when my mom came home, she found me in the neighborhood, and I was like, there was a fucking growl. And she looked around and was like, no, there wasn't. And that was it. That was the whole fucking...
Well, no, there wasn't that sound that I didn't hear.
Yeah. That never happened again. I really don't know what the fuck that was. It's fucking scary, though.
Man, I can only think of, like, danger... actual danger moments.
Yeah, there's been a few of those, and those were probably scarier than that, but that's the spookiest one for sure.
I don't know if I have a fucking spooky one. I don't really get spooky scared, except for when I watched Signs in elementary school.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking traumatized me. But,
it's behind.
Yeah. That was bad. That was very bad.
I remember I watched that as a kid, and I thought I was so brave. And then the fucking birthday scene happened, and I like, went into my shirt like a turtle.
Yeah, that one was fucking... let's see, scary... Well, sure, a childhood one, I guess.
Yeah.
This is more of like a traumatic scary, not a spooky scary.
Uh-oh.
But,
yeah.
I might have already told you this one, but I was at a lake with a couple friends. This is in fucking, again, elementary school. Rough time. Elementary school.
I didn't like it.
A lot of the scariest, most traumatic shit. I just remembered another one.
Is that one of the ones you want to forget?
Nah, these are all just kind of like, oh yeah, that was fucking spook. Yeah, I'll share that one real quick. I was walking home from school with my friend was the older brother and was the younger brother, and I think her name was his sister. I was walking home with them on the sidewalk on the left side of the road, and like 4-lane road, 2 in each direction, and a fucking red convertible starts coming up like on our side in the lane closest to the sidewalk, starts coming up, and we're all walking, shooting the shit, whatever, and pushes me in front of the car.
What the fuck?
Yeah, realizing now in like, not now, but like I realized in hindsight, like that was attempted murder.
Yeah, that was attempted murder.
Just like as a joke, I guess,
the fuck?
Pushed me in front of the car. So I started to fall off of the sidewalk. Grabs the back of my backpack, the handle,
good man,
and swings me around because he was behind me, and swings me around so that I go behind him. And while I was swinging,
still in front of the car,
I could see the look on the faces of the two dudes in this red convertible,
believing
like,
fully
I
they're
literally
about to splash a
Ferris
child.
Bueller's Day Off, slow motion, fucking swung as the car was going past,
Christ.
and ended up behind him. And I remember distinctly telling, or sorry, it was the younger brother, telling that I was gonna buy him a Slurpee. because that's, you know, what you do when someone saves your life.
Saves
it was
your
definitely one of those things later on I realized, like, I almost died. That was way more serious than I thought it was. But yeah, at the lake, my two buddies started floating out on a fucking tube raft thing into the lake, and they were like, come on! So I started swimming out towards them, but I didn't realize, because the lake was really flat, I didn't realize they were floating away from me at the same speed I was swimming towards them. So I wasn't gaining any distance.
Yeah.
I was just swimming farther and farther out, and I finally got to a point where I was like, I'm done. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have enough to get back. Like, I'm at 0.
Yeah.
So, I started, like, flailing around and shit, and I was like, oh, I'm drowning. And this dude on the dock that was, like, I don't know, it's hard to judge distance when you're a tiny kid.
Yeah.
But, like, some distance away, this dude on a dock was like, are you kidding? Like, are you joking? And I was like, no! And I'm like, no! And he just, like, swan dives, fully clothed, into the water, swims over to me, grabs me, swims me back to shore, like fucking holding me like I'm a princess in his arms, and everyone on the beach and the dock is cheering and clapping like a movie.
Yeah.
Like it was in a fucking movie. And he
just
comes
a prop
over and just, like,
in that
you know,
movie.
and he fucking puts me down in the chair, and then I was like, oh fuck, you know, because I'm like, I don't want to be in front of everyone. Like, I could not be more embarrassed.
I'm 100% gonna cry now.
Yeah. So I just went and sat by a tree, and people kept walking by and like looking over and like pointing and snickering and shit.
So sad.
And
Jesus.
then my friend's dad, who was there with us, he took us there, came over to me and was just like, hey bud, and he handed me my shirt, and I grabbed it, and he had put like a couple handfuls of gummy bears in the shirt and made the shirt like a little bowl for the gummy bears. And then he just walked away, and I was like, oh my god.
What a saint.
Dude, yeah. Like, little act, dude. Little tiny act like that. And the fact that he was just like, you okay? Alright. And he, like, tried to give me some space, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, hey, so how embarrassed are you right now?
Oh my god.
That was pretty crazy.
Let's all think about death.
Do you see how everyone was looking at you?
Because you almost died?
You could have died. Death. Death. You know what death is? Yeah, it would have been way less healing if he had done that, to say the least.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's some pretty fucking heavy shit.
Yeah.
You almost got it. I mean, you did get attempted murdered.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to in that story? Was
I don't
anyone
know.
like,
I hope
hey,
she lives with the fucking knowledge that she almost killed a child as a child.
You should find her on Facebook and be like, hey, I just remember this.
Hey.
And I'm calling the fucking cops. There's no statute of limitation.
Oh, there was another time.
Oh boy.
Since
Yeah.
there was another time since I'm remembering them. It's fun to share. I went to go fishing, I think, or we were just like, me and my buddy kid were riding our bikes around, and there's this one spot by like a river. It was like a rock beach, you know, like how they are up in the Northwest. There's no sand. It's all rocks.
And an occasional dead seal.
Yeah.
Oh,
next to the river.
That reminds me. Apparently, Dad, they were at a beach or a pier. They were at a pier. It was like stormy in Puget Sound in Washington, and they saw something. They saw somebody struggling out in the water, and her dad was like, "Oh my God!" He was like taking off his coat, and her mom's like, "Don't, save, no, don't." And he's about to dive into the water to save this person, and then it fucking emerges, and it's a fucking seal.
Was it drowning?
No, it was fine actually. He was about to dive into the water to save the fucking seal.
Fucking carries the seal out onto the beach. I've saved you.
Yeah, sorry. I just.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. To derail you there.
No, you're good. But yeah, we went to the, like, I don't know, just to fucking throw rocks in the river. Foreshadowing.
Oh, boy.
And there were these kids there that were, at my time, I don't know fucking how old they actually were. Maybe like teenagers. But they were there just fucking around, whatever. Yeah, big kids. And I don't remember exactly like what the exchange was, but like we walked past them, like we talked to them like in fleeting, and then we walked past them a bit down the rest, like through some like kind of like small trees still on the beach. We couldn't see them, and then they started throwing rocks at us.
What the fuck?
We again, we couldn't see them, but rocks were just like hitting the rocks near us. So we started fucking hucking rocks back at them. Just like, bitch. So we're just having a rock fight with these big kids. And I can't remember which one of us it was. But one of us threw a fuck, and we're just hawking them like constantly, you know?
Yeah.
And we just heard, ow, fuck! And then like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you, or like something, you know, like very anger, like I just got hit in the head or the mouth with a rock.
Yeah.
And just very, very fucking angry. And then we heard them start running towards us, so we just fucking booked it into the trees and ran.
That's a very Stephen King, like, they had that coming, and you got away. So.
Yeah, I remember, though, distinctly how fucking scary it was hearing, like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's the real shit.
We just domed a fucking big kid with a rock.
It's probably 700 feet tall.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny to look back to those times and think about, like, yeah, that was an adult, and then look back on it, and I'm like, they were probably, like, fucking 13.
Yeah. But that's the worst.
Wow.
That's the worst kind of kid. Any older than that, and they'll be like, it's just kids.
Yeah, I'm not
we shouldn't have thrown rocks
catching a charge today.
And any younger than that, you would have had a chance to defeat them anyway.
I'm invincible.
Yeah. When you're right at 13, not only will you murder a child, but you can.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy shit up there, man. I forget how many dangerous situations I got into.
Yeah, man. God, did I tell you about the time me and my mom got caught in a fucking riptide when I was like 10?
Maybe, but tell me again.
We were in boogie boarding, and my mom was showing me how to fucking boogie board because she didn't want me doing it on our own. And thank God, because I would have been fucking shark chow, because we got fucking caught in a riptide. We're going straight out into the fucking ocean. My mom's like, kick! And I'm like, trying to kick my tiny feet. Yeah. And we're just barely getting back in. And it took like fucking an hour of boogie boarding to get back to the fucking beach. And we kept getting like dragged under by the waves. Because the waves were still big. Like we were getting hit by waves, but they weren't pulling us to shore.
Yeah. What the hell, waves?
Yeah, you're not doing what waves should do. It's very scary.
Yeah, water danger. Water scary.
Big danger.
Big scary danger.
I feel like we
should.
And
it just sits there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like for all intents and purposes, like sure it falls from the sky and sure there's waves, but like more often than not, it just sits there being danger.
Mm-hmm.
For us.
I feel like
now
everyone, if you go
fine.
swimming,
crabs don't care.
We should all have a CO2 canister. And like
to kill ourselves with? Well, this is it.
Just pop it and hold it into your nose. Breathe in as deeply as you
time
can.
To go to sleep.
It's gonna be cold. It's going to be very cold, but you have to.
You'll warm up.
Or else it's gonna hurt so much.
Yeah, you don't want to breathe in salt water. People say that drowning is a very peaceful experience.
It's not.
And those people are talking about drowning in tap water. You drown in salt water. Just imagine.
Have you ever done
dumping
a neti pot?
A bag of salt into your lungs.
Imagine
your
a neti
pretty
pot, but your whole
soft
head and
pink
lungs.
lungs.
No, I mean, you get a CO2 canister and like a little like safety balloon you keep in your fucking like on a
that's where the
carabiner.
CO2 is going. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna correct.
You have like a
yourself
little
and say,
balloon thing, and it goes whoop, like a, like one of those
like
fucking
an inflatable air
life
vest.
vests. Yeah. But just one you can sort of have on your pocket.
Yeah.
So that if you start getting riptided, you can be like, fine.
I think. Do you mean?
I don't care.
Like a life vest?
Yeah, it could be a life vest.
Just be a life vest.
But I mean, you can't keep a life vest on a carabiner without it getting in the way of boogie boarding.
No, I thought you were saying like just if you're in the ocean, you have to wear a life vest. Which isn't honestly that bad of an idea.
Yeah. But I mean, the beauty is like, even if you're like snorkeling, a little CO2 canister and a little balloon.
Oh, so you gotta be careful if you're snorkeling though.
Because you might get the bends?
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to go
deep down,
pretty deep.
30 feet.
That's it?
Not to, like, guaranteed get it, but, like, that's where it starts.
Well, I mean, I'd rather get bendy bones than you know...
Death?
Yeah, than to drown at the very bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Man, the bends is bad. Bends bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Yeah, fuck it, though. I mean, they
you get
have,
nitrogen bubbles up in your fucking bones. You can't fucking
those,
use your joints and shit.
Like fucking free divers, they have those balloons on the string.
Well, freedivers, their secret, if you want to call it that, is they just don't... They're not down there for long enough. They go down, like the super fucking deep
You're right.
world records. They go down and they come back up. And it's not enough time for their body to acclimate to...
That must hurt so much.
Freediving or getting the bends?
Both.
Yeah.
God, what a stupid hobby, freediving.
I imagine it'd be kind of neat, like... If I was...
I would like to feel the pressure at one point, but I can just simulate that with a bunch of weighted blankets. You know?
You also have to think about your ears.
Yeah, that wouldn't feel good.
No.
I don't want that for me.
I think it'd be cool to be able to, like that, I wouldn't do this, but it'd be cool to have at least a lung capacity to. That guy who dove, whatever.
David Blaine.
Yeah, David Blaine. No, to be able to just be like, oh, cool, a coral reef, some neat fish. I'm just going to go look at that. I don't have to get a snorkel. I don't have to worry about...
Yeah, you don't have to
you
make
can
your
actually
whole day around
be
it.
comfortable underwater. Because I can hold my breath for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, but it's not... Limit. If you're holding your breath for fucking 7 minutes, even like 5 minutes, there's a certain period where you're not uncomfortable. Yeah. You're able to be underwater and be like, yeah, I'm just underwater holding my breath.
Being a whale, you're just like down there and it's like fine for a bit. That's like a superpower, like being able to hold your breath for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It's not a bad one.
You know what is another superpower?
What's that?
Being able to hold your blood.
Yeah. Hold your blood?
That would be impressive.
But you could pretend to be dead, which would come in handy in a lot of situations.
You're drinking and driving, right?
This man isn't driving,
he's
dead.
You're drinking and driving, right? No, sir, I'm not drunk. I'm dead. No, you go to the hospital because you're like, I'm not doing a breathalyzer. Take my blood. And they're like, okay, it's more accurate, but whatever. And you go to the hospital and you got to take your blood and you just hold it. And they're like, we can't get any. Actually, know that unless you were really strong at holding your blood.
You'd have to hold it.
You'd have to push it back. Hold it. Because those tubes are vacuums.
Well, yeah, and they have capillary action. Even if they weren't vacuums, they have capillary action.
Yeah, you'd have to really fucking hold that shit.
Yeah, you'd have to fight against it.
Like solidify.
You'd have to reverse your blood.
I don't think that would go well.
Yeah, especially because the beeping would set them off.
Because then your fucking veins would be exerting and experiencing the pressure that your arteries do.
That's exactly right. It wouldn't.
So they would.
It wouldn't just go in reverse.
Burst.
It would turn your hands instantly white, and then very red and swollen.
Yep, and then your whole body would turn black.
And not in the good way.
No. Wait. Alright, folks, on that note.
Hey, thanks for listening to Biscuits and Backshots. Go visit theboneroom.com. And
for
we have
all
a
your
Twitter.
vacuum needs.
Just kidding, we don't have a Twitter yet, so don't even
I'm never
bother.
making a Twitter.
If you like the show, review it. If you don't like the show...
If you like the show, rate us 1 star. We're going for an inverse rating.
We're trying to be provocateurs.
Yeah, so if you hated it, vote it 5 stars.
Yeah. Oh, that's the trick. We're going to get so many 5 Okay.
No, just good night.
Bye.
Just good night is fine.
Goodbye.
Good night.